Hi, everyone. My name is Brittany Ciordia, and I have the pleasure of joining Alondra Alvarado this morning to chat about her experience with the advanced program of your cohort of 2020. Am I right?
Yes,
Amazing.
COVID year.
Well, Alondra, will you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are?
Yes, thank you. Hi, my name is Alondra Alvarado. I work for Girl Scouts. I do Latinx membership. I'm the Latinx membership specialist at Girl Scouts San Diego. And I'm also now owner of my binational small business to personal shopper SDTJ. And I'll tell you about it a little bit more.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thanks for the introduction. We're just going to jump straight into some of the questions that we have. Here's a short and sweet one. What was your favorite part about Advance?
Oh my gosh, there was like so many great things about the advanced program. But I feel it was a hard year for many of us, and I believe like maybe for everyone. But for me, it was having a safe space where I was able to share and express concerns about my professional my work at that time, my professional development. And it was safe because usually when we talk about our work, the organizations we are with, we want to protect them, and we want to, like, of course we want to be professionals and not
Right.
feel like we are saying bad things about where we are working. But it was a safe space when I can express myself, and everyone was understanding where I was coming from, and everyone was there just to catch me and like share their experience and give me their suggestions. And I think that was my favorite part. I felt that I was part of a close group and I was safe there.
That is so great to hear. I'm glad that they were able to pull you in and that community was able to just, hold you and help you and guide you during that time. Now, did you have any hesitations or doubts to join the program in this new virtual format? I know it was a little different for everyone, so I'd love to know your experience.
Yeah, totally. At the beginning, when my mentor Lydia Martinez, she invited me. She didn't invite me. She asked me if I was interested. And for me, when Lydia asked me something, it's like she's telling me what to do, right? So I felt like I had no option, but I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like so hard sitting in front of a computer for so many hours. And plus, like, we were everyone adapting to the new world, to the changes. I think she even asked me that question the day of my birthday last year, which now I feel that it was meant to be, and now I understand. But at the beginning it was like, yeah, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that, but well, I'll apply just because Lydia is telling me. And then I'm like, at that time I wasn't like, the organization where I'm working, they decided, like, because of the crisis that we were going through, they stopped supporting, financially supporting, this kind of trainings and
Mhm.
leadership development. And I'm like, well, I guess I don't have money, so I won't be doing it. But then I received a scholarship from Lead as well, and from like all the supporters, and I'm like, okay, so I guess I'll have to do it.
Well, we are so glad that you did. Is there anything you can say to a potential applicant that is hesitating a little bit due to the program being virtual?
Yes, don't hesitate anymore. For me, as I mentioned at the beginning, I didn't want to do it, but after a few sessions, I noticed that one of the great things about being on a virtual situation is that you have the opportunity to connect only with the people that you feel more connected. Like, you don't have to be in the room with everyone, and you don't have to feel that pressure and anxiety of like greeting everyone and talking with everyone, because like you are in a Zoom room. But at the end, you like start hearing what people are going through, and then you can like reach out to them directly. And that way, I feel for me it was beneficial because I had the opportunity to grow a closer relationship with the people that I knew we were going uh through the same situations. And also, like, we are sitting at home, so I'm wearing my Uggs right now, so you can wear like business on the top and be comfortable on the bottom. You don't have to wear your heels to go to the session, so that was a plus.
Amazing. Yeah, I agree. I definitely was hopping onto those Zoom calls live tweeting in a nice shirt and pajama pants because that's just, the 2020 attire. I definitely get it. Well, thank you for that. So we're going to kind of switch directions a little bit, kind of go deeper into what you learned during your time in advance. And I'd love to know what questions about yourself, about life, about leadership development, about your career did you learn or were answered during your time in advance?
Well, one of the things that I feel that I got from the advanced program is that I was very afraid of speaking up. Even when I knew I had to say something and I knew there was a better option for the situation that was in the room, I was like, oh my gosh, I could feel myself like shaking. And then through the sessions and through the speakers and through Elizabeth being there for us, I learned that when I felt that in my body, like I was shaking, I was sweating, it's because it was something that was important for me. And I had to be true to myself. And it's okay to feel that way, but that doesn't mean that I have to be quiet and don't say anything. So I started like pushing myself, my limits a little bit more and a little bit more in a way that I could, like, I still feel safe, but like not as safe as I used to be. And now that I feel that when I'm in a room and I feel that I don't agree with something, and I feel that if I don't say it, anyone else is going to say it. So I think that I'm confident enough to speak up and to be in a polite way and in a professional way. But I feel that now I have the courage to speak up, to say what I think about. And the other thing that I got from there was this, I can't remember the name of the speaker, but she was sharing that she now has a YouTube channel where she does like shopping, and she gives like some advices about shopping. And for a long time, I have been having this idea on the back of my mind of being personal shopper, because I think I'm pretty good at finding really good deals. And I started thinking about it in that session. I think that this is something that I haven't shared with anyone yet. That session brought back that idea in my mind. And I have been thinking about it and thinking about it. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's fun. And it's not something that I still have my full-time job. And this is like a small business. Still, I didn't know what I was getting into, because I think it's a lot of work for a small business, a side business. But then that sparked that idea inside me once again. And then some other conversations started to come into my life in some other situations. And now, like a month ago, I decided to start my own business. And I'm a personal shopper now. The personal shopper is DTJ, because I bring back, like, I connect with services in Baja, and I also connect people with services and products here in San Diego. And that's what I'm doing. And I think those are the two things that I got, that I have to thank. Well, the biggest two things that I have to thank to the program, and also the relationship that I grew up with my mentor there, Erika Obstad. My gosh, that lady, like the vibe she has, the energy, the way she was there for me, like since day one, for me was like, oh, this could be a little uncomfortable, because like, I don't know this lady with this like very huge title, and she's part of this big company, but she was there, like she was as human as I am. It was a conversation just as normal, as casual as we are having right now. And now I love her. And I feel that if it wasn't because of Lead, she wouldn't be part of my life. Or maybe the universe will connect us in a different way. Who knows, right? But
Right.
yeah, like the relationship that And not only for me, I've heard from other of the women that were in that cohort that they grew up a very close relationship with their mentors as well.
Well, that is definitely so good to hear. It sounds like a common theme in what you were saying is kind of going outside of your comfort zone and trying something and following a pull of your heart. And I love to hear that. Excuse me. And I think that answers a few questions that I had written down for myself. So that is perfect. Um, I'd love to know, um, what would you say to someone who's thinking about taking this step towards applying for the program? Do you have any advice? Do you have any tips to share? Maybe something to get through those long Zoom calls?
Yes, yes, definitely. There were some days that it felt super long
Mm,
because we were like sitting in front of a computer. But I will say, like, just uh, don't think about it. Just apply. If it's meant to be for you, you will get accepted. If not, like, maybe next year, or maybe there's another program, right? I don't want to promote any other programs, but for me, I feel that that being here and the connections that we made, and not only with the cohort but also with the speakers. I am now connected with some of the speakers through LinkedIn, and some of them even remember some things that I said, and they send me like articles or like quotes and stuff. And that's like, see, I got chills, because it's like, I can't believe that you have this like huge and important title, and you remember what I said. Like, for me, it was a truly connection. It wasn't just sitting there and learning from these experts. For them, I felt that they came prepared. They read our bios. They knew their audience, and they keep us on their minds when when they are going through the days. If they see some opportunities, if they see some articles. For me, it's that how this program connected all of us at a personal level, and create a network where that it will help us to grow. And for me, that was very, very special. One of the reasons I joined this program is that since I moved to the United States, I've been connected with a lot of Latina networks and organizations, but I felt that it was probably a good opportunity to grow my network with other circles, and it definitely was. Because now I see that I can have the same support, not only from my community that, like, I love being with Latinas because we like talk and express the same way, but there's like this human connection with other groups as well, with different, it doesn't matter what job positions they have, it doesn't matter which organization or company they are working at. Lead connected us at a very human way. And I feel that that was the space that I needed to be during the 2020.
That is so good to hear, Alondra. Thank you so much for sharing and for sitting with us today. And we're so glad that you decided to take the step, with, some pushes from some folks, but you decided to take the step in joining Advance, and we really appreciate that. Um, I think that's it for today. So thank you again for sitting with us, for chatting with us, and I cannot wait to see what you do, what you accomplish, how many people you style with your personal shopping, and how you continue leading in our region.
Thank you. And thank you, Brittany. I can say enough of how thankful I am with the advanced program and the staff that are there, the board members, the mentors, the speakers. What you do is amazing. And I can't thank enough for all the work that you're doing.
Amazing. Well, thank you, and we will see you around.